Hey bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today we are making something I've had quite a lot of requests for recently, which is a new lip scrub. So this is a white chocolate peppermint lip scrub. This is a pretty easy to make, quite crunchy recipe. The bulk of it is fragrant cocoa butter and then a liquid oil of your choice. So I've made this with fractionated coconut oil and apricot kernel oil and a couple other lightweight oils. So kind of whatever you have that's in that sort of light to mid-weight, low scent, low color category will work beautifully here. Just make sure it's relatively inexpensive. There's really no need to use something like prickly pear seed oil or argan oil here because this is a rinse-off product. That base of the liquid oil and the cocoa butter gives us kind of a soft, spongy medium that we can then add a bunch of sugar to create the scrubby goodness. I chose sugar over salt because this is going on your mouth, and the idea of like a salty chocolate peppermint scrub, because you will taste it, sounded disgusting. So yeah, I would recommend sticking with the sugar. After that, we have a touch of peppermint essential oil and some vitamin E to help extend the shelf life of this scrub. This whole thing comes together pretty easily. I would recommend storing it in an open top tin or tub of some type. I've done the slidey ones in the video. You could do like a screw top one, of course. Just, it's too soft to go in a tube, and I would worry about putting it in a squeeze lip gloss tube just because of all that sugar in there. I think it's probably going to clog the little tiny like dispensing hole that you have in those. So yeah, I would put it in an open top thing so people can kind of scoop it out with a finger or a popsicle stick or a little tiny cosmetic spatula. You will want to make sure that your recipients keep this scrub dry so that it doesn't grow anything funny, so make sure you're not like dipping into it with wet hands. If you'd like more information about this formulation, please make sure you are checking out the description box below. Click through to the blog on humblebeeandme.com. There you'll find a lot more information about this project, including links to places to buy all of the ingredients, information on substitutions, scaling, shelf life, and a whole lot more. But come on, let's get started. We'll begin by combining the ingredients for our heated phase in a small bowl. And you want to make sure you're choosing a bowl that you'll be able to whip this scrub in. So this is a small stainless steel bowl, and you can see it's reasonably deep for its size. So when I get in there with a single beater attached to a Mixmaster, we can really kind of beat around here, and it's not just going to spray everywhere as these sort of more shallow, wide bowls would. So you're going to need 5.4 grams of unrefined cocoa butter, 9.15 grams liquid oil, and so this is sweet almond oil, but I've also done it with fractionated coconut oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, grapeseed oil. All these oils would work. You just want something sort of light to mid-weight, inexpensive, and not too smelly. And 15 grams white sugar. To melt this together, we're going to pop it in a water bath. So this is a small flat-bottomed saucepan with about 1 inch or 3 centimeters of water in the bottom of it. And I'm going to go pop this on the stovetop over medium heat for about 20 minutes to melt everything through. Once the base ingredients have melted, you can remove your water bath from the heat and then remove your bowl from the water bath. So to cool this down relatively quickly, we are going to use an ice bath to bring it to trace. And this will also help ensure that the mixture does not become grainy over time. So in this bowl, I have an ice bath. So what I do is I put about 1 inch of water in the bottom of the bowl and I freeze it. And then when I need to have an ice bath, I just kind of pull it out of the freezer, pop about another inch of water on top of it, and there you go. Then I can use it and then kind of pour off any excess water and refreeze it, and then it's just kind of always ready when I need it. So I'm going to kind of pop this in here and stir continuously until we reach trace, which sort of similar to soap making. Kind of means when you pick up your spatula and drizzle it across the surface, it'll leave a trace behind. Once the mixture has cooled a bit, we can add our cool down phase. So I'm popping mixture back on a scale there, and you're going to need 0.15 grams of vitamin E and 0.3 grams peppermint essential oil. So that has set up quite nicely, so now we are going to whip it. So you can see with a bit of whipping there, this has become an absolutely gorgeous texture. So what I like to do is let whipped things settle to room temperature before I whip them for the final time. So now I'm just going to leave this to, fully come and settle to room temperature, and then we can whip it again and package it up. All right, so I left this to sit overnight. You don't necessarily need to leave it that long, but that's just kind of how the timing worked out, and I didn't want to wake up at 3 in the morning. So you can see that this is still pretty soft, which is great. So I'm going to give this another whipping to get it nice and pliable, and then we are going to add it to our containers. For packaging, I have 2 little 15-gram slide top tins from Humblebee here in Calgary. I'm going to use a metal lab spatula to sort of get the product in here. I find that something a little stiffer works well for this sort of thing. A butter knife would also work brilliantly. And there you go. You just made a lovely white chocolate peppermint lip scrub. To use, just take a small dollop and massage into your lips and then rinse off. And do take care to keep the parent mixture nice and dry. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and please make sure you are going down to the description box below this video and clicking through to read the blog post on humblebeeandme.com. You'll find a lot more information there, including links to places to purchase all of the ingredients, substitutions, scaling, shelf life, and a whole lot more. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.